guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Jessica Torres, and as you guys can see, I'm not done. I still have some makeup to put on. I have my hair to do, but I wanted to do it with you guys. I am currently in Ecuador, and I thought this would be a great time to give you guys a little backstory about me coming to Ecuador and how emotionally draining it was for me as a fat woman. And well, let's just get to it, okay? All right then, so I've already moisturized my face because I started filming this video in a different room and it didn't work out. So now I'm back into my room. So I have a house here in Ecuador with my family, and I'm in my room, which I'm currently sharing with my sister. Because we only have one bed for the both of us, and then my other siblings have other beds. Anyways, the point being that I already tried filming this video, you guys, and when I started in the other clip, I already moisturized and I was using the IOP cream, and this is a Derma Gentle Sticky Cream focused skincare cream that contains ingredients like castoride, panthenol. I do not know how to read the other words, so I'm just gonna say it's hypoallergenic tested, it's dermatology tested, HET cam tested, don't know what that is, and it's sensitive skin panel. So the reason why I'm using it is because it says it's to soothe delicate skin. So I do have redness on the side of my face and rosacea and other skin situations that I don't have time to get into. Anyways, so this is what I have on right now, and now, as you guys know, the first thing I'm gonna do is my eyebrows, which is how I start my life. I'm gonna start with my eyebrows, and yeah, I'll start telling you guys a little story. So I, as you guys can see from the title of this video is a lot about the stress of being a fat woman and traveling. I'm gonna do a video of specific things that you need as a plus size woman to travel, and from beauty products to chafing products to you know, things that you won't even think that you know, but after traveling for a bit, I've realized, and I've made a list of a few things that I cannot travel without. And yeah, we'll get into that video very soon. Right now, let me get my eyebrows done. So I have been planning this trip for a few months with my family. We bought the tickets last minute, and then we just said, okay, let's just go. My parents and I are here to visit some family, to work on we have some paperwork to do over here for a few personal things that I'm not gonna get into, probably not now, maybe in the future. Anyways, point being, you guys, that I am currently in Ecuador, and before I came here, I was just really stressed out. For some reason, the idea of coming back to Ecuador, a place that's very fat phobic, a place that made me feel less than before, because even when I lived here, I was 14 and 15 years old, and I was my smallest. I was probably a size 8 or a 10. I was super small, and I was constantly fat shamed and constantly being told that I was less than, or that I wasn't as pretty because I wasn't skinny, and not only by like strangers or like classmates that were jerks and bullies, but from relatives, which is sometimes our biggest bullies are relatives. They disguise wanting the best for us, and maybe they do, but maybe that's not the best way to go about it. I'm gonna put on Vaseline lip therapy on my lips, you guys. It says rosy lips. I really enjoy this. It doesn't leave a tint, but it's like a slight tint. Anyways, I really like this. Yeah, so I was really nervous to come back to a place that had made me feel less than, and even though I miss my relatives and I miss coming back to the food and to my hometown, I wasn't sure that I was emotionally ready. It was really starting to stress me out, honestly, that it got to the point where I almost didn't come. I literally felt so stressed out, and I had just bought the ticket, and I was like, you know what, I'd rather just swallow that money and not go and, you know, take care of my mental health rather than to be there and feel miserable, and I'm spending money that I don't want to even spend. But at the last minute, I realized that I wanted to still come because I don't want to live in fear. I never want to feel like I didn't do something because I was afraid. And coming back to Ecuador was one of those things. If you've seen other videos and if you've read other articles that I've written, I always say that I try to do something that scares me every day. And I guess that day, what really scared me was coming to Ecuador and being seen by so many people as a plus size woman. And not only that, but I'm a bold plus size woman. Like, I'm not your shy fat woman who wears big baggy clothes that she's not seen. Like, I wear crop tops and I wear swimsuits and I wear bold colors and I wear prints. Everything that in Ecuador, they still have the mentality of like back in the 1800s, I think. Like, fat women shouldn't wear this, fat women shouldn't, you know, look like this, fat women shouldn't be fat. So it was really stressing me out, and I didn't know if I wanted to come. But like I said, I like to do something that scares me at least once a day, and flying to Ecuador was that thing that day. So I did it. I came here, but the entire time I was really stressed. My flights, we had a really long commute here, and I had a really long commute here, and the idea of like seeing relatives that were going to be fat shaming and everything really caused me stress, because I also know that I wanted to wear really cute outfits, and I knew that I wasn't not going to wear them because of other people. Like, I knew that I wanted to wear cute dresses and skirts and things that to people I knew were going to make, you know, look twice, and not in a good way. They were just going to be like, what is she wearing? Or at least in my brain, I was thinking people are gonna start judging me and thinking really bad things about me. And then I realized, why does it matter? Why does it matter that I am going to be judged by other people? Like, what does that have to do with me? One, I may never see them again. I come to Ecuador apparently once every 7 years. So why does it matter? But then the thing that really scared me the most was having my relatives say really rude things in disguise of being worried for me. And I, you know, thankfully I'm a very healthy person. I went to the doctor, I got my checkups before coming here. I don't have any disease. Like, I don't need to prove that to them, but I always feel like I need to justify being fat, and I don't owe anyone an explanation about my body. They don't know my history. They don't know if I'm sick. They don't know if I'm not. Thankfully, I'm pretty healthy. And it was just really stressful. Like, even when I was, you know, packing up, the way I usually pack is I take a whole bunch of outfits that I like or that I haven't worn, and I'm like, oh, I need to shoot this, and I want to shoot it with this colored background or with this kind of setting. Like, I kind of plan my outfits according to the content that I want to create. But instead of planning like that for this trip, I feel like I was packing in fear and in shyness. I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe this is too much to wear over there. Maybe this is too dramatic, too loud. Maybe this is too bold. And it really fucked me up for a bit, honestly. Like, I didn't even want to come. I'm sorry, I've been talking for so long, I haven't even started. I'm gonna start, today I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade in Granite. So I have the pomade here. It's in the color Granite, and I'm gonna drop in my Unicorn Essence from Versailles, and just go in with a angled brush and start shaping my brows. So I was really worried that people were going to think that I was a weirdo, or that, you know, people were gonna just be fat shaming me from left to right. And I mean, I knew, and it's true, I've been here for 2 days already, and the looks that I've gotten, because of what I'm wearing and how bold I am, have not been discreet. People here don't understand how it can be rude to just stare. So it's been a lot for me to handle, but it's not, it hasn't been to the point where I'm like running away and going home, which I would never do. I feel like I would never allow someone else to make me feel so bad that I would have to run home. But yeah, it's just been a lot. I mean, even when I was packing, I felt like I was packing in fear and not in like the way I usually would, which is like, oh, this would look really cool, or this would look, you know, really nice in this type of setting, or background. I was kind of like, oh, I want to wear something that's cute, but I still want to, you know, hide my body. And I felt like I was just going 10 steps back in my journey of positivity, in my journey of like learning to love myself. And I pretty much took this trip as a test, a way to test my body acceptance, and like, have I truly learned to love my body? The way I'm seeing it, if I can wear bold things here in Ecuador, in my hometown Loja, then I can pretty much do whatever I want at this point, you know? Like, this is the one place that really terrifies me. For some reason, it's just really scary. Maybe you guys understand. I posted a picture recently about talking about this, and a lot of you guys from Mexico and the Philippines and South America and even Ecuador were telling me how you actually felt the same way. When you do come over, you always have the fat shaming relative that says this and that. And it's annoying because you're here on vacation, you're here to visit them, and they want to give you a chat about how fat you are or how much weight you've gained in the past 10 years or whatever it may be. So it's very, very annoying, and I know a lot of you guys relate to this. So I want to know what you guys, definitely go to the comment section below and let me know how you can, how you deal with it. Do you deal with it? Do you not go to trips? Do you avoid that? But the whole reason I want to do this is so that you guys can know, even someone like me, even people who you may follow online that are body positive and that are fat, bold women, they all have this fear. And a lot of my friends who are a lot of my friends are bloggers, people that you follow, people that you admire. And once they saw that, they were texting me and, well, they were messaging me and DMing me saying that they do feel like that as well. And then sometimes it can be very overwhelming for them. So, yeah. Oh my god. You guys, it's really cold. I know people a lot of think because I'm in the equator that it's really hot and sunny. But where I'm from is a cold area. So I'm kind of dressing for like spring and like a warm fall day. It's kind of the best way I can describe it. You can wear a little jacket or whatever. I don't know if you guys can hear the wind. I'm by the window, so you might be able to. I can hear the wind howling. It's insane. So yeah, it's been a very stressful time for me, and I just wanted to share this with you guys and let you know how I was dealing with it. So I was very, very stressed until 2 days before the flight. That's when my stress came down a little bit, and what really helped me was being able to vocalize this fear and this yeah, pretty much the fear of coming here. I spoke to my best friend Liesel, and for those of you who may not know Liesel, she is a plus size designer, and she is the co-host of our podcast, Fat Girls Club, which I will link down below, and I'll link down her channel so you guys can go check her out as well. And I was talking about this, and she just kept telling me, if you ever feel stressed, just text me. But even just telling her, because I was keeping it in, like I never told my sisters, I never told my parents, because I feel like I'm always the one that has to be brave for everyone, and it's a heavy weight to carry, to constantly feel like I need to be the one who's strong, that I need to be the one who is the bold one and will take care of things, which is, I love feeling like that, but it also is very exhausting. So just being able to tell Liesel, like, dude, I'm like worried about going over there, like I'm stressed out because I don't want to be fat shamed, and I don't want to be made feel like I was when I was younger, and I don't want to give them that power over me and how I feel over my body. Because when you allow people to when you don't do things because you're afraid of what other people are going to say or do, you're giving them the power over your body and over your life. And that's something that I realized as the body positive person. So I didn't want to do that. And then talking to Liesel was just really a great way that helped me have that fear go away, because I was vocalizing my fear, and just vocalizing and saying it really, really helped. Like I was like, oh, okay, like it's ridiculous. Why would I allow other people to change the way I feel when I've been working on this for 7-10 years on loving my body and learning to accept myself at any size. So it was very stressful, but being able to vocalize it and say it out loud made me realize how silly it could feel, or it could be, even though it's an actual fear for many of us. It helped a lot to vocalize. So that was one way that I was able to overcome this fear. I'm gonna finish my eyebrows and I'll be right back. While off camera, I finished putting on my eyebrows, and what I did was I put on the NYX Control Freak over the eyebrow to keep it in place, and then I cleaned up around the eyebrow with concealer, and then with the same concealer, which is the Master Conceal one, which you guys know is like one of my favorites. I'm using the Light 20, and I put it all over my lids, and I covered it with some Airspun to make sure that my eyelids don't get greasy. That's kind of like my way of priming my lids, which is my favorite way. Anyways, so yeah, I got here after a 2-day commute to Ecuador. I got here and I was really nervous, and I know that I knew a few relatives were going to come and pick us up, and there's a specific relative that likes to be a little bit more bold about his comments about my body and other people's bodies. And I also know that my sisters were also one of my sisters hadn't been here in 10 years and the other one in like 6 years, just like me. And they were all pretty nervous about being fat shamed, and they're much smaller than I am, and I was like, what? And it just reminds me that you don't have to be fat to have this fear, and you don't have to be, you know, plus size or fully plus size like I am to feel like, or to worried about being fat shamed. So I was a little bit nervous about getting off the flight and going to see these relatives, because one of the relatives that came to pick me up, he's one of the people who is constantly very fat shaming, and he has these really bold comments about my body. So I was a little bit nervous, but when I got off the plane, it was so weird that he did not say anything. He was just like happy to see me because it'd been 7 years, and he hugged me and he kissed me and he's like, hi, how are you? Let me help you with your luggage. It was really different, not what I was expecting. So then I realized that most of the fear, most of the trauma that I was getting ready for was in my brain, and it didn't really happen. I guess having videos and photos of me online and letting them know how I already look before I get there did help a lot. But it was a relief to not feel that I had to like have a smart reply, or because I felt on edge. I felt like once I get there, I'm gonna have to be witty about the things that I say after they have something rude to say about me. And I was mentally preparing myself for the mental abuse. I just remember saying like, oh, I'm gonna say this if they say that, like just constantly preparing myself, like just being on edge and feel like I had to fight the entire time, which isn't a great feeling. It's not a relaxing feeling, especially if you're coming to visit relatives and you're supposed to be on vacation. But once I got there, no one was rude. Everyone was happy to see me. Everyone was like nice and jolly, and no rude comments. And of course, they still call me Gorda, which is my nickname, and like many nicknames of the nicknames of many people here. Which didn't offend me. I'm not offended by words like gorda, fat, or chunky, or chubby. Those words don't offend me. It's just the intent in which people say it that can be really rude. And then I know that you're trying to be abusive towards me. That's when I get, you know, defensive, which I'm allowed to. This is the way I see things. If you are willing and I've said this before, if someone is willing to make you feel uncomfortable with your body, and if you say something back to them that makes them feel uncomfortable, not in a mean way, but like defending yourself, then you're more than allowed to. Like if you feel comfortable enough to make me feel uncomfortable, then you better be comfortable enough to be talked down, or to be, you know, to take the heat. You know, if you want to throw the heat, you got to take it too. So that's the way I see it. I'm trying to be as petty, but it helps sometimes. Anyway, so right now on my lids, you guys, what I've been doing is kind of similar to what I've done before. I'm using the Kylie, the bronze palette, and the color Topaz. Is it Topaz? Or Jasper? Jasper. I think it's the color Jasper. I think this one's Jasper. And I've just been putting it right here on my crease. I'm gonna do that, and then I just kind of black eyeliner and lashes, and my eyes are done. I've been trying to do something quick and easy every single day. So I'm just going to take some of that color right here and apply it onto the creases of my lids. But yeah, it was so refreshing not having to like fight back constantly, feel like I was on edge, because that's kind of like the way it would be before, and it's not fun. It really isn't fun for anyone. It isn't fun for them. It isn't fun for me. But yeah, also a good thing is I will take them to the side. I'll do that. I'll be like, that's really rude. You can't say this. If you don't want me to be a smart ass with you, then don't say this. Kind of like respect me so that I can respect you type of situation. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my eyes off camera, and I'm only gonna put on the color like here on the crease. I'm gonna do it on the other eye. It's just very light. I'm not trying to do anything too heavy because my lashes and my eyeliner are really dramatic. So I just kind of do a little bit just to like create a little bit more depth in my eyes. I'm gonna do that and I will be right back. So there's not much that I've done. All I've done is create a little bit of depth on my lids. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create a thick, wide cat eye so that it becomes a little bit more bold and like glamorous. I'm just gonna be wearing the Kat Von D black eyeliner. As you guys can see, it's really well loved. I really do love it. It's my favorite eyeliner. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that off camera again because I need complete concentration. I won't be able to talk, and then I'll be right back with the eyeliner and the lashes. Okay, so now I have my lashes and my eyeliner on. Let me know if you guys want a specific just beauty video. I kind of always do the beauty videos with a talking, chatty thing because I'm not sure if you guys are interested in just seeing beauty stuff. And I know that you guys like these talks when I get ready and stuff like that, so I keep it like this. If this is what you prefer, then let me know down in the comment section below. And if you prefer just a beauty video, let me know down in the comment section below. Anyways, so the lashes that I have on, you guys, I got at a beauty supply store, and it's I Envy from the Iconic brand, and these are in the style Iconic 20, the chic icon. So these are 3D angle and volume lightweight lashes. So these are them right here. I'll give you a quick second for you to screenshot them if you like them. Here we go. Screenshot right here. There we go. Anyways, so I really like them. They're so flirty and pretty and extremely lightweight, and the band is thick enough for me to just be able to put on my lids, on my lash part without it being, being too complicated. So I really like it. It's easy to wear. They're really comfortable. Just make sure you measure them and cut them if you need to. I don't need to cut them. So yeah, I absolutely love them. All right, now I'm gonna step into doing my face, and we're almost pretty much done. So right now for foundation, I'm just gonna do the It Cosmetics CC cream, and the one that I have, it's kind of faded, so let me get the new one. Hopefully that one's not as faded as this one. Okay, so this is Your Skin But Better CC Plus. It's color correct and full coverage cream. I have in the shade medium. So my friend Callie gave these to me when she was here a few months ago. So what I do is I kind of just pump 1 or 2 amounts of the foundation, and then I just go in with my beauty blender, and as per usual I always start in the red areas because that's what I'm trying to cover the most. So now, you guys, the other day I was walking out in this really bold look, I guess. It was just a black dress, thigh-high boots, and a black hat, which you're gonna see all of my outfits that I've been wearing here in another video. Of course, it's gonna be named What to Wear in Ecuador When You're Fat, and it should be really fun. I have some really fun ideas for that video, so I'm excited to have you guys see those. Yeah, and it was just weird to have people constantly look at me, but after a while I just got used to it because people here are just wearing t-shirts, jeans, and a pair of sneakers. There's like zero fashion sense here. And people care mostly about brands than they do about fashion, and we all know that fashion and brands do not go hand in hand. Of course, A lot of people think that you have to spend a lot of money to look good when it's not true. But yeah, I got used to it. I think I'm getting used to it. I've only been here for a couple of days and I'm already getting used to it. Someone from my city found my Instagram and my picture, and she said that she saw it and she loved my outfit and she thought it was really fashion forward and she really loved it, which was kind of reaffirming and kind of made me feel a little bit better, knowing that the looks aren't always a negative, because we can be our meanest, most cruelest critics is ourselves. So it was just a good reminder that she left a comment and said, she was like, hey, just saw you walking down the street. It was really cool. Love your outfit. And I wasn't looking at you because I thought you were, you know, weird and fat or whatever. I mean, not that obviously I'm fat, but she was like, it was mostly like, wow, she's really fashion forward and I love her look type of look, which was nice. Which feels better than feeling like people are looking at you because you're some type of weirdo. That dog is going off. So now I'm just gonna blend the foundation all over my skin, and then I am going to put some concealer down here and then under my eyes for that full coverage. And the reason why I do mostly concealer there is because I like it to illuminate my face. I don't really have a lot of dark circles, or deep dark circles. They're kind of light. I'm very lucky. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put on concealer and I'll be right back. Alright guys, so I finished putting on concealer under my lids. Right here you guys can see. I'm gonna continue blending that out, and then I'm gonna go ahead and put some Airspun under that area. I kind of just dust it around because I do have dry skin and I don't want it to like make my skin drier or make it crack. I just like this technique of putting on concealer because it'll last longer and it looks a little bit more illuminated. Here we go. I think that's good right there. Now I just take the small little brush, dip it into the powder, and I just kind of dust that under my eyes to make sure that it stays there. And then I do it on both lids. And then whatever's left over, I kind of just put down my nose, the center of my forehead, and I bring that all around. And that's how I've been doing my makeup lately, you guys. Now, I also have been using this darker concealer from Hello Fab, which is First Aid Beauty, and let me just pull out the darker color, and that's what I've been using to contour lately. Let me close up a little bit so you guys can see me better and not the mess. So here it is. It's really easy to blend this concealer. I do wear it in the shade 2 under my lids sometimes, but today I wanted to use the same concealer that I've been wearing, which is the Master Conceal one that you guys saw earlier. And I kind of just use this darker concealer to contour now. I put it here because they sent me a big package, press package, and a little bit, whatever's left over down my nose, just a little bit. And then I just blend that all out. And I've been using these little brushes. They come in a package of 6, and that's what I've been living on pretty much. You see how easy they are to blend? So because I'm always doing my makeup in a rush, I'm constantly like, I can't spend too much time blending. I kind of like to use this because it blends so easy. It's quick, fast. Down my nose now. Here we go. And yeah, I definitely recommend the concealer. It's very creamy and easy to blend. So if you're one of those people that kind of just puts in concealer on the go, then this is definitely a good concealer I recommend. And that's pretty much it. It's so quick and easy, you guys. You saw that I did that in seconds. And now I'm gonna go ahead and use the same brush that I used for the powder, dust that off a little bit, and apply my favorite highlighter, which you guys are probably tired of hearing it, but it's Viva Cosmetics, and I truly, truly, truly love the Loose and Glow highlighter duo. I use the color Reina, which is the lighter one right here, and then I kind of just dust it here on the higher parts of my cheeks. There we go. Tip on the nose a little bit. Cupid's bow. And the other side right here of my cheeks. Right there. Kind of just blend that out. Whatever's left over, I kind of put around my brow on top. And yeah, I do apologize that the lighting on this video has been changing so much, but it's because I had to close the curtains, and then it was too bright, and then it was too dark. Oh God, that's what happens when you film on the go. I do like this because I'm eating a lot here, constantly going to different aunts' houses, and they constantly want to feed you. So this lip liner fades very softly and with dignity, so I appreciate that. And since it's very similar to my lip tone, my natural lip tone, when it fades, it's not as dramatic like if I have a red or a black or something like that. So that's pretty much it, you guys. This is the makeup look. Let me go into the light and show you guys a better look, and we're pretty much done. Alright guys, so this is the look for today. It's pretty casual, very simple, but very glamorous and flirty at the same time, which is my vibe. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. And before I log off, I should say, before you go watch another of my videos, I just want you guys to know that this video, this Get Ready With Me, was just a quick little chat, and I wanted to tell you guys how even someone like me who, you know, promotes body positivity and confidence can sometimes feel a little bit, you know, overwhelmed by traveling and seeing relatives who are very fat shaming. But you know what? The whole point about this video is because I don't want you guys to, if you are going on a trip and you're worried about wearing a bathing suit for the first time, or you're planning on not going on a trip because you're worried about things like that, or of people looking at you or staring at you, don't let that pull you back from living your life. Like, there's no better moment to live life than now. Like, go out and do these things, go out and experiment and live life. So please, I hope you take this video as an example of that. I was so afraid of coming that I literally almost did not fly the night before, but I decided to come, and I hope that you guys do. If you're planning a trip, then please, please, please hold on to yourself, to your self-love, and go and live your life. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a lovely comment, tag your mom or someone, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.